Hi everyone. I just wanted to do a quick video on the organizers that just came for my Neverfull MM collection. I have 3 that I got from 47th Heaven on Etsy and one that's a Samorga. I actually have another Samorga that goes with my Speedy 40, but that'll be a separate video. So anyway, here's what I got today, including the Samorga I already had, and I just want to let you know what it looks like, show you how well the colors match and how well they fit and little information about it. Okay, so let me begin with, and I'm sorry, I'm again not a professional at this, so I'm not going to be always looking in the right place and whatever. So anyway, for my, they're all Neverfull MMs. This one is the Sprouse Roses, one of my favorites. And let me get the stuffing out. I like to stuff my bags. I don't like to ever put my bags away folded, ever. It really irritates me when I get a bag from Louis Vuitton that's folded. I buy a lot of things pre-loved, but I know Louis Vuitton folds them. I don't know if this is how they have them in the back, which totally freaks me out, because if you fold the canvas for too long in the same position, you're going to end up weakening that spot, just like anything else. Like when you fold a piece of paper, right? If you fold a piece of paper long enough, it ends up with a crease in it, right? And if you crease and crease and crease, of course you're doing it on purpose with paper, but you know, you can actually like make a hole in the paper, a slit in the paper, and then you can easily like rip the paper apart. It's kind of the same thing if you think about it. If you have that canvas, and don't forget it's got that, I don't know exactly what the coating is on the lining, but you know, I mean on the canvas, but of course it's a plasticky, you know, type of thing over the canvas. If you're going to fold that for too long, it's going to end up splitting, and you end up with cracks in your canvas. So anytime I order pre-loved, which I buy a lot of my stuff pre-loved, most of my stuff pre-loved, I always ask them, please send it stuffed. I don't want anyone, if they refuse to send it stuffed, I have to rethink my purchase, and I usually go to someone else unless it's something that's really, really hard to get. But yeah, I hate that. Anyway, okay, so I'm getting the stuffing out here, and so here is what the organizer looks like inside the bag. It looks like an exact match, I think, when you look at it like that. But it basically, it's not an exact match, but it seems like it is, you know, in this lighting. Let me pull it out. It actually is, I don't know, I think it matches the lines inside more than it matches the actual lining, but you know how it is with the lighting, it's tricky. By the way, I've been making these videos in my daughter's room, my 7-year-old's room. This is not my bedroom, this lavender room, but it just has really good lighting, and this is like, I figured the best place to do it. Anyway, so this is from 47th Heaven, and it has the rectangular bottom, but then it has kind of rounded, almost oval sides, which I really like. And I bought, you can buy the, I forget what she calls it, but it's like a loose fitting one, or you can buy, excuse me, this always happens to me when I talk, loose fitting, or you can buy a tight fit. And I forget exactly what she calls it, but just check out 47th Heaven on Etsy, and feel free to ask her any questions. She's really responsive. She's the nicest lady. I've bought from her many times. So anyway, I got the tight fit because what I wanted was a lot of support at the base. Because what happens when these bags get older, especially the ones that have the screen printing or like the paint over it, you're going to be worried about the fact that if it's bent for too long, not only did we talk about the cracking, right, of the canvas, but it can also crack off the paint. It happened with another bag I had, and I sold it and I bought this one. And it's not because of me, it's because of the way that somebody had it stored, I guess. So like right here in the corners, it starts to kind of, how can I show you? Ew, lipstick. Right here it starts to like kind of cave in, so I wanted some serious support. So when I have this put away, stored, not only do I put this insert in there, but I also like to stuff it with other materials. So anyway, let me just show you. It's hard for me to show you because I'm using my phone, but see how it's like a really tight fit, and it looks kind of weird right now because I haven't like fixed it. So I'm going to push it all the way down, and it's a nice snug fit. It's not too snug, it's not forcing it or anything, but it's a nice snug fit so that it helps your bag stand up on its own, not cave in. The only thing I don't love about these, and I'll have to be honest because I'm trying to do an honest review here, I don't love the fact that it stops right about here. The Samorga one I have stops up here. That's good and bad. The one that stops higher up makes your bag flare open even more than this one does, whereas this one might be like this when it's standing up. The Samorga one might be a little more open because it's up higher, but I like that. I don't like that it flares open so much, but I like that extra support up here because I don't want to get this look. See if you can see what I'm talking about. You know, I don't want it, because I don't fill my bags that much. I don't put too much in them. I mean, the most I put in is like something like this Toiletry 26. In case you haven't seen my other video, I'll just show you a little detail of it. And I put a little strap on here, which you can see on my collection video of my Neverfulls. I explain how I put that on and where I bought it, which is also on Etsy, M-Craft Leather. Anyway, so I put something like that in it, or I'll put like, you know, small pieces like this. I don't stuff them, and I don't usually, I mean, well, up till now I haven't found occasion to throw sweatshirts or anything in there. I'm sure I'll have to at some point, but I haven't up until now. So anyway, so this is what it looks like, and I really like it. I love the fact that it's oval on the sides because it doesn't give you such a boxy feel as the Samorga will, because it's more like squared off edges, you know, it's a true rectangle. But again, once those get soft, excuse me, and broken in, they work fine too. So anyway, so this is my 47th Heaven one. It came, I was too excited and was dying to know if it fit well, so I didn't do an unboxing, and I apologize. It came with little ribbons, you know, and this paper, different color paper stuffed in each one, and it was really nice. She did a nice job. She always does a nice job. She's a very nice lady. Anyway, so that's the hot pink one. Let me move on to the light pink. Now I got, for this one, and don't mind all the junk in there, I'm sorry, but for this one I got the light pink, and I forget now, on the 47th Heaven website, I forget the name she called it, but this lady is so helpful and so nice and so responsive that if you ask her what color should I get for a rose ballerine lining, she'll tell you what would match best. Anyway, it's not really showing up that well with this lighting. Depending on the lighting, depending on how the light's hitting it, it looks like it matches, it looks too light, it looks too dark. But anyway, it's a pretty good match. It's a pretty good match. It's a little lighter than I wanted it to be, but it's a pretty good match. You know, it looks nice. Anyway, so like I said, having these oval sides, and you can see that it's not a, you know, very square blocky side, it allows your bag to kind of just keep its shape. So I really like that. And in my other video I did show you my bag charms and twirlies and stuff, but I just wanted you to see that's how the little how I do the bow on it. I think it's cute. Sometimes it's a bit much. I take it off so I don't have so much stuff hanging off my bag. And then I have two more to show you. Now this one is a Samorga. Just take stuff out. This one is a Samorga, and this I showed again I showed this in my other video, but take my stuff out of that too. So this is what the Samorga one looks inside, and you know, you can you can always, with 47th Heaven and Samorga, you can always get more pockets, less pockets. At 47th Heaven, actually, for my Speedies, because I have a few Speedies, she actually made them with no pockets, because all I wanted was something stiff, because this one's kind of soft. These are much softer than the 47th Heaven, but again, you can always customize. But anyway, this one has lots and lots of pockets, but I got one from 47th Heaven that had no pockets whatsoever, and it was just to keep my Speedies, because I have I have a few vintage pieces, quite a few, and the Speedies are vintage, and they just kind of are mushy, and so by getting these organizers that really were just for the keeping the walls up, if you will, keeping the shape of it, was really, really nice. And I even asked her, like, should I get double thickness or not? And she said, well, it might end up looking like a lunchbox, because I asked her about that. So I ended up getting just the regular thickness from 47th Heaven, and it kept the bag looking like it should. Some people like the sag, I don't. Some people like it just kind of collapsing in and just that softness and that feel, and that's fine. But for me, I like it to look like it looks in the photo when you go to buy it. You know, I want it to stay that shape. Anyway, back to the Samorga. This is the Samorga. It's got lots and lots of pockets. It came with my Tahitian, so I didn't order this. It just came with it. So what I'm using it for is my, I'll show you one second, because the color's cute. I mean, it's not an exact match or anything, but it kind of goes with the stripes in the bag on my Demira Ben. Never full. So here's the inside, and you can see it's a little darker than the lining, but the stripes are actually darker than the lining, so it kind of goes with the stripes. So I like it. I like it. I like it more than everything being so matchy-matchy. But anyway, this is a little, again, it's softer, so it's not really making it too boxy. And it's a little broken in, but because it's a little more square, it is also higher. Sorry, I forgot to mention this. The Samorga one, and I don't know if it was purposefully made this way or if that's just how this specific one comes, I don't know. See how much higher it is? See how it like goes almost up to the zipper? This one doesn't. See that? It's below the tab that says Louis Vuitton made in USA on this one. See how much lower it is? So I like the fact that it's lower because it doesn't get in the way of the zipper, but I like the fact that this one is higher because this bag is so new and so stiff. I kind of want it to stay this way. I mean, like, look at the handles, you know? I like that this one isn't mushy. You know, I don't mind like the Vachetta being that way. It's soft and that's just how that leather is, but I really like the fact that this is such a stiff bag, and so having it higher, I do enjoy that having a little bit more of a structure. But again, it's all preference, you know, it's all preference. So I just wanted to show you a few things so you can make a decision on what works for you. And I have one more to show you, and that is just for color, because you've already seen these. This is, and now I kind of wish that I got the darker one to kind of match the stripes versus matching the actual lining, but it's fine. No big deal, it's just a preference thing. So here's the lining, right? And there's the insert from 47th Heaven. So it's a really good match to the lining. And they all have these pockets. That's just how they came. I didn't ask for them. I don't really use the pockets, but I've never really used them. I just want like structure. But then I was like, you know what? You don't want your gum flying around, or you don't want your phone flying around. I usually put my phone in this pocket. I have the 8 Plus, but I figured just to have it a little more organized, I could put it, you know, there, and it's easier to access because the pocket's so deep. But anyway, whatever, it's all preference stuff. But I just wanted to show you what the colors were and the difference between it being, you know, oval on the sides and square. And it's really a matter of preference. But either way, I enjoy having this structure. I don't want these bags looking boxy. I don't want these bags looking like rectangles and looking like, I don't want them to be as structured as my Speedies. I want them to be mushy and like, you know, except for the Demira bend, as I said, I like this one being like kind of stiff. It just makes it look dressier, and it makes it look a little, well, newer and dressier and fancier. I don't know, my opinion. But these, I really like them to be a little softer because they're totes and you don't want them to look too structured. So yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to show you those and let you know where you could get them if you're interested. Thanks for watching. Bye.